So this is my first video for the plant physiology, and I am taking the first topic, transport in plants. How does substance move in plants? Over small distances, substances move by diffusion and cytoplasmic streaming in the plants. Long distance transport is called translocation. Transport in plants occur in two directions. One is the unidirectional and another one is the multidirectional. For the unidirectional, it can transport inorganic substances and water, and multidirectional helps to carry the organic substances or food material to the long distance. Diffusion process is a kind of passive transport. It is randomly slow and it does not depend on the living system. Whole gaseous exchange completed due to diffusion. Diffusion rate depends on concentration gradient, permeability, temperature and pressure. Facilitated diffusion carried out for those substances having hydrophilic moiety, gradient required, carrier mediated, without the energy. Water channels made up of aquaporins. Another one kind of transport which is present in plant is active transport. It uphill transport. For the active transport, energy and carrier proteins both are required. Most important point, common features to facilitate an active transport are: number 1, saturation; number 2, selectivity; number 3, inhibition; number 4, hormone regulation. Diffusion is depend on the different conditions of the transporting material, such like it can show water potential, solute potential, pressure potential. What is water potential? Which show the difference of kinetic energy. And what's about solute potential? Loss of free energy due to addition of solutes that will become more concentrated than the common water. That's why it is known as solute potential. Next is the pressure potential. It means change in free energy due to external pressure other than atmospheric pressure. Name of the layers which are helping to the plants to diffuse water and solutes in and out. These layers are tonoplast and plasma membrane. These are two important determinants of movement of molecules in or out of the cell. So don't forget about these names. These are tonoplast and plasma membrane. Net direction and rate of osmosis depends on both pressure gradient and concentration gradient. Osmotic pressure is equal to minus psi S. During plasmolysis, water lost first from cytoplasm and then from vacuole. Imbibition depends on diffusion, water potential gradient and affinity between absorbent and liquid. Bulk flow can be achieved either through positive hydrostatic pressure gradient or negative hydrostatic pressure gradient. Plants have two parts to transport their material. Number 1 is the xylem, number 2 is the phloem. Xylem carry water, minerals, organic nitrogen and hormones. Phloem carry organic substances and inorganic nutrients. Inorganic nutrients are also known as mobile elements. All the materials and molecules follow two paths. These are apoplastic path and symplastic path. Components of apoplastic path are cell wall and intercellular space. That means it is a non-living path. So non-living path is known as apoplastic path. Symplastic path Components are all the systems of interconnected protoplast. So that means it is a living path. Symplastic path is also known as living path. Now let's know the importance of root pressure. It is very important part. Don't forget to learn it. It is a positive hydrostatic pressure. Root pressure leads to guttation. Root pressure modest push in overall water transport. Root pressure has its greatest contribution. Root pressure re-establishment of continuity of water column. Now learn the importance of cell wall of guard cells. Cell wall of guard cells show radial arrangement of microfibrils. Next important point about the tensile strength and capillarity. Cohesion, adhesion and surface tension. These are the three physical properties of water. Because of that, tensile strength and capillarity maintained in the plant. Evolutions of C4 photosynthetic path is for maximizing carbon dioxide utilization and to minimizing water loss. Plants obtain their most of the carbon and oxygen from carbon dioxide. Plants obtain most of their minerals from soil actively because minerals present in soil as charged particles, and in soil minerals concentration is lower than plant cell. Active mineral absorption helps in creation of water's potential gradient. Some ions can move passively by mass flow. Transport protein of endodermal cells are control points where a plant adjusts the quantity and types of solutes that reach to xylem. Hence it allows transport of ions in one direction only. Chief sinks for mineral elements are apical and intercalary meristem because these provide the height and width to the plant. Beside it, chief sinks for mineral elements are young leaves because it stores food for the future plant. Next, chief sinks for mineral elements are the developing flowers because it attracts the different kind of insects for the pollination, etc. Another one, chief sinks for mineral elements are fruits, seeds and storage regions. Mobile elements in the plants are molybdenum, nickel, zinc, magnesium, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. It can remobilize from older part to young parts. Immobile elements are boron, sulfur, calcium, cobalt and iron. These are called immobile elements because it can't mobilize from old to young parts. A small amount of phosphorus and sulfur carried as organic compounds. A small amount of minerals exchange between xylem and phloem. Source and sink may reverse depending on seasons or needs of plants. Phloem translocation. Phloem transport water, sucrose, other sugars, hormones and amino acids. Few mechanisms are helping for sugar translocation are mass flow hypothesis, osmotically active and chemically inert sugar translocation. This process mostly in form of sucrose. This provides sucrose form to the plant. Phloem translocation is the active process. Either that process is loading and unloading needs energy. In sink sucrose either get changed to starch or get consumed. Phloem translocation is due to water potential gradient and pressure gradient, and it follows symplastic path. So it was about the transport in plants. It is the first topic of the plant physiology. Very soon I will start the next topic. The next topic is mineral nutrition. So be with me. Have a nice day. Have a happy day. Bye bye.